Hey, remember how I got down to one t-shirt and no layer? That's only when you're inland. I'm still technically in the redwood forest, I think. Like if you look up, there's one right here. Woo! Look, they just keep going. And there's like, check out the yeah, this guy's got a problem. He's good. Up there on the mountain, right there. See that? There's like a cottage. Very cool. Oh, I went wine tasting. I should talk about that before I didn't taste that much. Maybe I'm coming off as drunk. No, it was like the equivalent of like one glass over a little, I don't know, half hour that I was there, kind of hanging out, chatting with some other Canadians from Edmonton, and it was very cool. I have a picture of the winery, and it's in the Dry Valley. That's one thing that I know. Dry Valley Zinfandel. That's the wine that you. That's the wine that you want. Back on the road. Bobblehead. I just had to stop here and say that, like, if I were a cow, and I mean, what a life, right? This is where I would want to live. I mean, look at these hills. Cows live up there. That's the life. That's the. Those are the 1%er cows right there. They're winning, for sure. Got the view of the water, and there's even some friends. Foreigners, but they're nice, you know. Well, that sounded racist. I like foreigners. We're all foreigners. Trump hasn't gotten to me, I swear. So, yeah, there's some elk or deer or something back there. It's too tall to see them. There you go. So, cows, you got it good. Enjoy it. So, two things. First, I'm completely giving up on the hair. Screw it. Second is, you know how you learn a new word and you're like, I need a good opportunity to use that new word. Today's new word is amazeballs. Because when you come out of the woods and you see what you're driving into, oh, there you go, that's better. You say, holy shit, that is amazeballs. This is Highway 1. And I take it all the way down to San Francisco, and if you're ever down here, make sure you get your butt on it. I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be right now, I think. I'm just, I just had my breakfast there, downtown, San Francisco, and I'm ready to head out. It was never a trip about cities. I'm just on a quiet little side street around from Lombardo, the really twisty road anyways. I'm gonna go ride it. There's a crowd of tourists at the top taking pictures, not surprisingly. The San Francisco backdrop. I love the design of the buildings in this city. They're all very consistent, and I don't know what you call it exactly. We'll call it San Francisco style. Alright, I found one more cool place before I get out of here. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of cool. I was, of course, accosted as soon as I stopped my bike about some guy who just got out of jail and I needed me to help him out. And then he offered me a half-empty bottle of Perrier. He said, you want a drink? And he tries to hand it to me. I'll take a pass on that. Your random liquid. Strange offering, actually. Alright, I'm somewhere east of San Francisco, Oakland, on my way to Yosemite. This struck me as a very California scene. Again, I love these golden hills. It's noisy and super windy, and look, there's windmills all over the place. It's very cool. I'm working on it. No more cities, no more freeways after this, man. Woods only, and desert. For now, super cool scene. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble now. I was just about to get back on the bike and some state troopers pulled in. I'm not supposed to stop here. I'm getting in trouble. They were just checking on me, making sure I'm all good. I'm all good. Keep going. I'm the friggin' wild country here. Except for those people, not wild. I'm just thinking, like, if you were traveling through here without roads, on horses, let's say, back in the day, what a pain in the ass. You have to follow the creek bed way down there, maybe, which is like totally dry, which just sucks because I was looking for a spot to jump in somewhere and go for a little swim, clean myself up a bit, you know. Look at what I found! Right at the edge, with a nice little spot in the shade, picnic. I'm gonna eat some lunch and jump my butt in there, cool off. Yeah. All right, so I had a situation I needed to do laundry, you guys are aware of, and then I thought, look at this, here's the solution for the dryer. See? I just washed all my clothes, and then I can just strap them on here, and as I drive down the road, they're gonna dry. Do you think that's gonna work? We're gonna find out. They're either gonna dry, or I'm gonna have no clothes. So, you know, Yosemite, no big deal, right? I mean, look, what we got back here, whitewater running the whole way, and then in the background, we got this, which is not even exactly in the valley. So I think I'm getting into the valley here, for real. It's, well, it speaks for itself. It's just... There's El Capitan. I'm heading in to see this waterfall. I think I can get right to the base of that one. Alright, I hiked in. There aren't any signs. I'm a little nervous in here. There's a lot of big boulders. It's like bears like hiding under boulders. I really should get out of here. I'm scared of bears. Anyway, okay. Let's not ruin it with like whining. Just enjoy it. Look at that view. Alright, so I'm exiting the park. This is the last view that came up here. I turned on a different road that I came in and I head to in Nevada. And I rode past this and I thought, I gotta get moving, you know, which is kind of true. Anyhow, I turned back to just have a look. This is looking down. That's not the valley, that's like the entrance to the valley. It's a ridiculous, like, ridiculous view from up here. And it goes down. Don't fall. I'm not taking my helmet off in case I need to move fast. I'm crossing the some kind of mountain pass eastward from Yosemite towards Nevada. Two awesome things. First, dropped my gloves somewhere. Couldn't find them, so now no gloves. We're at 8,000 feet of elevation. I don't have a point of reference if 8,000 is a lot, but I do know that there's snow on the ground in the woods. Snow. So no gloves and snow. I think I have like 40 miles before I get out of the park. It's starting to get dark. It's not great. It's not great, but this machine is reliable. Right? It is reliable. It's going to get me there. Based on the time of day and the glove situation and everything, I know I should be just making haste. But I mean, how could I not stop and check this out? Look at this. Woo, right on the side of the road. The big waterfall. Do bears like waterfalls? I bet they do like waterfalls. The epic continues. Check this shit out. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. I gotta get out of here. I mentioned that I'm getting a hotel Okay, I'm gonna stop. You know, I started in San Francisco, and I didn't get out of town until like 11 or something. And my plan was to ride to Yosemite, so fine, I did. It was a nice ride. It was a section in the early on where it was like, it went from city to these golden rolling hills of just this golden grass that grows out in California. I stayed in Yosemite pretty long, too long probably, and I just kept gawking at these mountains, and I just knew I was running behind, and I knew that I needed to drive out of the park. The park was full, there was no camping, and I didn't want to go back where I came from, so I knew I had to head east on the 120 is what it is, and right before I left, I lost my gloves. So, you know, shit happens. There's worse things that could happen. Like it could be raining. It hasn't rained yet. Then I start riding through the park. Okay, so it goes up and up and up. And it was started at 5,000 feet elevation. It was starting to get a little chilly then. It was like 16 degrees. Up to 9,000, which is where I saw snow for the first time. And I thought, this is June in California. It's not supposed to be snow. I mean, yeah, I guess on the snow-capped mountains, you know, that's on tops of the mountains you might see snow, but I didn't expect to see it like beside the road. And that was at 9,000 feet. I kept going up and up. I'm sure it must have been near 12,000 feet at some point. It was 9 degrees. It dropped to like 8 degrees. I was watching my thermometer, had my hand warmers on, and the sun is setting, and it's like 60 miles from the Yosemite Valley to the edge of the park on the east side, and I must confess I didn't really look too hard at that. I just figured, whatever, east. I'll just get on the road and I'll ride. At the end of the mountain pass, we'll call it, I saw that sign that said down for the next 12 miles. And I was so happy to see that sign. That was right at the exit of the official exit of the park as well. So I thought, okay, civilization is coming up. And the descent, the sun was kind of down at that point, but it was this ridiculous valley between mountains, and you're riding down one side of it, and you're just down and down and down. You just keep going down. It was freaking unbelievable, and the temperature was rising quickly. It went from 9 degrees at the top where I saw that sign to 19 in about 10 minutes, and I was loving it. Here, look, check this out, Yeah, it probably won't show up that well. There's some mountains in the distance. This is what it's been. I only rode maybe 10 miles so far this morning. I need to eat, you know? And it gets mountainous that way again. I think Death Valley throughout should be pretty mountainous. I don't know what happens when it transitions into more prairie, but we'll find out. Okay, bean time.